I was in another band with the Temptation, and I had to leave because I got sick, and that was really busy. And after I felt a little bit better, I thought, okay, I want to write an album again. And then, because I know a lot of musicians, automatically I asked people to help me, and it turned not into a band, but into a project where you only write music and you ask people from several bands. And then we released an album, and our label at that time, Roadrunner, asked, hey, if we want to support the album, can you also play live? And play live, okay. So started to think about that, and then we got a live band, and then Delain developed into a band. So it was all not planned, but it's just how it happened. And then I also didn't have the ambition to become a musician as a job, as a living, but that happened too. And I love my job, it's a passion, but it was not that when I was young, that I thought, okay, I want to be a professional musician, just evolved like that. Then actually 3 years ago we had a big split in the band, and it was almost over, I thought it was over, and but I thought perhaps we can continue as a project. It already started, when I was young, with the Temptation, we kind of experimented with that, and I kept that in. I love that combination. Right now, when I write music, I write themes, and I often do that with strings on my computer and keyboard. Then it goes to an arranger from Finland who really arranges classical music. Then I get it back, and we kind of tweak it, and that's a little bit how this process goes. However, right now we're in a process with an album we're making right now that we actually get rid of the symphonic elements and focus a bit more on electronic elements that Delain also always had. Because you always want to reinvent yourself. And I still love symphonic music, but right now we're kind of experimenting with the electronic music. So that's it's a very exciting moment in our evolution, so to say. We write together, but we also write separately, and we make sketches. So, for example, I write a chorus or a verse, and we come together and we share what we made. I also send it to Ludo and to Ronald in the group band, for example, and then ask for what they think about it, and we get input. And that's a little bit how you build it up. Like we always start with a chorus, a riff, or a theme, like a hook riff, for example, and build it up from there. So there's no classic jamming in a garage or something. And but actually now with the new band members, Ludo is with us now only for 2 years, and this is also a very exciting moment because he writes as well with his other musical projects. And perhaps he can contribute with some really cool stuff.
Yeah, why not? I mean, my background is more based on death metal, but actually always around the symphonic sphere, because the band that I write music for is symphonic death metal band. So we actually come from the same background, because I always love the combination of classical elements with metal music. So I'm more into the death metal sphere, black and death metal sphere, but that's something that we have in common, and I'm very curious of putting here and there some inputs. So why not?
Bring it on.
Yeah, why not? There are highlights in my short career. I think, last month we played Graspop, and it was such a very, very touching show for me, because in front of such a huge crowd and giving 200% with these guys on stage, it was something that I would remember forever, because I played the same stage a few years back with another band, maybe Skylis, just a session for a couple of shows. And in that moment, exact moment, I was thinking, okay, so this is the moment of my life because I will never play the stage again, you know, because my bands in Italy, my other projects were too small and blah blah blah. So I didn't really hoped for that to happen again. So in that exact moment, I thought, okay, I will never do this again. But after a few years, 1 month ago, I was there again on that stage, and actually not feeling for someone, but with the band we're playing in, like Delain, the band that I feel like my band. So it was something.
One is, for example, on a 70,000 tons of metal cruise, when you start playing when the boat goes on the ocean, and you have this warm breeze. It's February, just magic. The sun goes down, and you just play on the boat. It was really cool. That's a cool one. I love like Irish and are friends of mine, and we toured together, also Mexico, and it's always feels great to be on tour with them, and that's also a highlight because the crowd, I really feel at home. It's also symphonic music.
Your dangerous mind, burning bright.
Today was something that I don't know. I will think about this for forever. it's really a personal achievement for me, and I know it sounds like cheesy or whatever, but to me it's something very special. So even when we got here, this morning was raining, and we thought like, oh my god, this is gonna be tough because all the rain and people probably not coming. Honestly, I couldn't care less because it was still this happening, and rain and not rain, I didn't care at all. So yeah, I simply enjoyed the moment and had a great time on stage. And the place, even with all the mud, the place is awesome. Wacken is a cult, and the audience was awesome. So we had fun, a lot of fun.
The States and Canada, and we're going to do it in September. And and right now, first I will go to Finland to write music for the new album, and then hopefully after the tour I can give some stuff to Ludo. That's the more recent stuff, and then next year it's actually more touring scheduled. And for the future, I hope more of this, more playing, more. We with Delain made 7 albums. Let's make another 7. Yeah. Hola, we're Delain. I'm Martijn.
Hola, this is Ludo.
And we really hope we can come back to Mexico and do some touring there. We're right now at Wacken, open air, Germany. It's kind of holy ground here, really awesome to play here, but we cannot wait to come back to the other side of the ocean. Hope to see you there.